Hello, good evening, everyone. So I want us to continue with our slide. So in our last class, in our last discussion regarding this slide, we stopped at professionalism. Do you remember? And we stressed on respect. Are we following? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So as someone that is interested in going into the digital space, you must learn to be accountable for your actions. Okay? If your client asks you to do something, you should try as much as possible to deliver. Don't be so used to any client that you say, oh, I don't think I need to get this done, or you procrastinate. So you must be accountable for your actions. And one thing you need to understand is that most of these remote jobs or freelancing jobs, they're actually more demanding than even the ones that you go to the office. Because if you go to the office, somebody is seeing you physically. The person knows that you are at work, right? So the attention they give to you is less. Like the monitoring they give to you is less because you are physically available at work. Do we agree?
Yes.
But if you are working from
Yes.
your home, in your house, in your room, maybe in a jacuzzi, you are flexing, you are just putting your laptop somewhere in a in a jacuzzi now, doing your remote job. Somebody or your boss or whoever you are working with would want to see what you are doing. They would be on you to be sure that you are not just relaxing, but you are working. So you have to be accountable for your action. You need to avoid excuses. Oh, why have you not done this? Oh, I forgot. No, avoid all those things because they will think that you are just relaxing at home. So if you are interested in anything, online job, remote job, avoid, please, sorry, I beg, avoid those three things. Maybe you did not do something, say, oh, please, please, I'm sorry, I beg. They don't, white people or remote job opportunities or those bosses, they don't like those kind of languages. They don't like it at all. So you must try to meet up to the expectations of that person that hired you. Another thing is punctuality. For those that have worked in a corporate environment or a corporate, have done a corporate job, you will understand that punctuality is very important. I know some people will say, oh, sorry, let me. One minute. See. Okay, my slide shifted. I was wondering what happened to it. Oh my God. Okay. Can you still see my screen? Hello?
It's more.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Oh, okay, you can
Consider-
see. Okay. So I know that some of you would say, hey, I'm doing a remote job. I'm not doing a physical job. Why do I need to be punctual? You need to understand that if you are doing a remote job or if you are working for an organization, punctuality it's vast. It's everywhere. You cannot run away from attending online meetings. If you are doing a remote job, you have, like, on Mondays, some organizations, they do online meetings. They do reporting, and you need to be in that meeting. So when your meeting is scheduled to hold at 9 a.m., you can't be clocking in at 8:30. They'll just lock you out. It's just like, for example, now we have this meeting, this training now at 7. If you try to join at 7:01, you won't be able to join again for that day. I'm telling you, out of experience, organizations will lock you out. You will see meeting locked or meeting started, so you can't join again, and they will count that day for you as absence. So even if you are joining any online meeting, please be punctual. Prepare your mind to be in that meeting at least 5 minutes before the time. If your meeting is supposed to be at 9 a.m., be there at 8:55. Join the link. Because of network, you might experience network challenge, and nobody wants to know when you're doing an online job or remote job, they are paying you for the job. They don't want to hear my network is bad, I cannot join. Are we following?
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. So you need to try. So maybe later when people start landing jobs, or when you start doing some gigs, if you know you are doing a full-time remote job, you need to invest in your network. If you have to get a 5G, get a 5G router. Okay, get a good SIM and use it, so that network, in fact, no client wants to hear my network is bad. They don't want to hear it. Or you have a meeting with them, you say my network is bad. They don't like to hear it. So you must make sure that you get a very reliable network. MTN 5G is okay. You can use that. Okay? Just for you to be punctual and for you to do the things you're supposed to do at the time you're supposed to do them. Then another thing is proper work ethics matter. In the sense that how you communicate with people is very important in a job. You need to be professional. Don't be so familiar with your colleagues that you discuss things you're not supposed to discuss with them. Try to avoid unnecessary discussion. Try to be professional. Nobody is saying be stiff, but laugh, relate, but don't go out of your way to give information that you're not supposed to give out there. Okay, just be professional, do your job, communicate with people, and be friendly, but avoid sharing your things about your personal life with anybody. Okay, especially in a corporate job. Okay, your life should be off the charts. Don't invest in that. Don't give too much information to people that don't even need the information. Okay, so be a bit private and be more professional. When you are there, it should be all about work. Even if you're having a bad day, or let's say something bad happens, don't do transfer of aggression to any of your colleagues. Still try your best to communicate the way you should. Then number 7 that we have here is teamwork and collaboration. But before I continue, do we have any question? Hello?
No question for now from me.
Okay. So the next point is teamwork and collaboration. Now, you need to understand that, in fact, 99.9% of all the digital jobs that you see, it has to do with collaboration. You cannot talk about digital jobs without talking about collaboration. Like I was explaining before in the previous class, an organization may have a graphics designer, an organization may have a copywriter. You are also working as a virtual assistant for someone. So you will be collaborating with somebody at some point. Okay, even for skills that you already have, even if you already know how to do design, organization already, they employed you as a digital marketer. You don't have to be doing another person's job. Stick to your role. Do you understand? Stick to your role. If they hired you as a copywriter, stick to copywriting. If the organization already have a designer, fine, collaborate with that designer. Don't start doing your own designs when there is a designer. Are you following?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So if there are things that you know that you have been employed to do, stick to them. There are other people that will be working alongside you. Collaborate with them. If they tell you, okay, the graphic design, say, write a copy, I want to design this. Don't worry, do the brainstorming. Give the person the copy to use it to do their designs. Collaborate, okay? Professionally. Don't delay another person's work because you have not done your own. Another thing you need to understand about teamwork and collaboration is that if I don't do my tasks, I will delay favor from doing her own. Just imagine that a designer needs you to send him a copy to do a design. When I say, do you understand what I mean by a copy?
Yes, like a write-up.
Very good. It's just a write-up. It's like a write-up. If the designer is waiting for me to send him a copy to use for his design, okay, and I'm delaying it took me 3 days to write that copy, which time will the person have to do his own design, and what will he report? So you need to try to do your own tasks in time. Another thing is creativity and innovation. One thing that people need to understand is that you see these bosses, every company, they value people that are creative in thinking. Okay? If you are having a team meeting, like I've been stressing on, if you're having a meeting with your boss and you're having a general departmental meeting and then they are asking a question or there's a suggestion, don't keep it to yourself. Say your suggestion. Even if it may sound stupid to you, but say it, suggest it. You never know what that would change for you. People like it, people that can think differently, they create ideas, be creative. Don't keep to yourself all the time. If there is a problem and you know that you have a solution, don't be shy. Don't be shy to speak. I'm saying it because a lot of people, if you tell them to unmute their mic to say something, and they will be so shy. The only thing they can do when they join is, if they join the meeting and they will just on their mic and say, "Good evening, coach." Bam. They will turn off their mic again. They don't want to say anything from the beginning to the end of that training. Not because they don't know what to say. They have a lot of questions to ask, but they don't even know how to ask me because they are shy. Please be creative. And for you to be creative is for you to be sharing ideas. And if you are shy, you cannot unmute your mic to say something to your boss or your team or the team you're working with. It's going to take you backwards. And you're not going to know your full potential in an organization when you're not able to give ideas or share what you think. Are we following?
Yes.
Yes, coach.
Another thing you need to understand is discipline and time management. Like I said, try to deliver, because most of these online jobs that you see, they pay you per hour. Especially for international jobs, they pay you per hour for those jobs. So you can't be charging somebody 8 hours per day. What did you do in those 8 hours? What were you able to achieve in those 8 hours? It's time management. Manage your time in a way that you give value to the person that has employed you. Are we following?
Yes, good.
And be honest. Don't don't work for 3 hours and lie that you work for 5 hours or 6 hours. A lot of people do it. If you have worked for just make sure that the value that you are giving to that person is worth the time that you are delivering. Do you understand? So don't do a job that your client will now start asking you and saying, how come? What did you do for 8 hours? And then you don't even have any results to show that this is what I've done. It's making you look as if you are not sincere. And if they want to write a review for you, they may give you a bad review. There was a day I saw one review online on the platform I'm working. The client was saying, and he charged me too much. I paid more than the value that I didn't really like. The person was not satisfied. The man feels, yes, you did your job, but the amount you are charging him now is not worth the value that you have given. So in remote or online job, you have to be sincere, especially if you are paid, especially with these white people. If you don't do well, please, I'm sorry, it's not going to change the bad review they are going to give you. They are still going to give you a bad review if you don't do the right thing. And another thing you need to know about these reviews is that they can't even give you a review until you are done with the job. Do you understand? So
Yes.
the only thing you can do for yourself is to do your best. Give the person your best, so that when you are done with the contract, you will not be having sleepless nights. Hey, what will that man comment? Oh, what will he write about my work? Oh, job that you have done for 3 months, you are not crying, you're thinking in the night. Hey, you cannot sleep because the contract has ended. You don't know what the clients will comment about your work on the platform. So always do your best to deliver, so that when you are done with a job, you are not thinking what somebody will comment, because you know you have given your best. You know that they're going to give you a 5-star. You know they're going to give you a 4-star. They're going to give you a good review. Are you following?
Yes, coach.
Yes.
Then the 10th point is result and value creation. Companies and clients, they care about the value and results that you can provide. Just like I said, be creative. Don't limit yourself. Do your best. But sometimes they say your best may not be good enough, but go the extra mile if you go the extra mile if you have to give that result that you need to give. The industry is very vast. There are people that are waiting outside the door just to replace you. People pay for value now more than anything. People pay for value now. If you are working with a foreign client and you see somebody that is better than you, we hire that person. So don't give people reasons to replace you, because most of these contract jobs that you see, they are contract jobs. They can just last for 3 months, but that 3 month salary can even pay you your 1 year salary in your 9 to 5 job. Are you following?
Yes, I'm following, coach.
Yeah. So it is very important. And there's a important reminder by the side. It says your certificate may open the door, but your skills, attitudes, consistency, and ability to solve problems will keep you there. These are the things that will keep your contracts steady. If your contract is supposed to last for 2 weeks, you can still keep it for 1 month, depending on what the client wants. But don't lose a job because maybe a client is not even done with that contract, but they are not satisfied with your job. They will just tell you, oh, don't worry, and look for someone else. So if a job has ended, it should be because you have delivered it and that job has actually ended, and the person will still be happy to hire you again. Do you understand? So please, you need to continually hone your skills, checkmate your attitude. Even if you are writing something, if somebody sees that you're giving them attitude, they will know from your text. People are very sensitive. They will know the kind of language, how you type it. They will know the time at which you type it. They will know the attitude you are giving. The consistency too. Be consistent. Don't say work today and don't say you will not work tomorrow. No matter what, sometimes you'll be very tired, but no matter what, try to deliver what you said you will deliver. Try to do something. Try to give value. Don't just relax. Oh, you have gotten a job. You are so used to the clients now. Don't be so relaxed. Be on your toes at all times to give your best. Okay? Now, so that is the end of this that particular slide. Then let's look at our beginner roadmap. So the first point here is gain awareness. So when we are done, you tell me what point you are currently at. Gain awareness, that is understand digital opportunities and different career paths available. Are you still here or you have moved? Let's go to the next one. Have you gained awareness?
Yeah.
Have you gained awareness? Do you now understand the different digital paths? Hello? Favor, Tunji, and Amanzi.
So what's your question? Sorry.
Yeah, I said from the beginning of this training, we already discussed different career paths available, right? So you have moved from this road. This is like a road. So this is you now in number 1. So you have moved from number 1. You are going to number 2. Am I correct?
Yes,
number
coach.
2 says choose a skill. So after gaining different career paths, you were able to choose a skill. Everybody here, they have been able to select a skill based on their interest, their strength, their goals, and the market demand based on that assignment, that the last assignment that you did. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
So it means that the next point, the next roadmap, the next point you're taking is to learn the fundamentals of any skill that you have learned, that you have picked. You need to learn the fundamentals. You need to practice consistently. That's why it's good to pick the skill that you are passionate about. So even if you are tired, you are feeling sleepy or whatever, you are stressed, you can still create time. Even if it's 1 hour, you can still create time and learn that particular skill. Okay? The 5th roadmap here is build small projects. So by the time you start learning, there are small projects that you'll be able to complete. Okay, you practicalize it. You can even land an internship, in a job, maybe through internship, or even a full role job, depending on what you are able to get when we start doing some applications. So you can have some projects to work on depending on your skill. Number 6 is, while you are working, you need to be able to develop your portfolio. If you gain a job as a virtual assistant, you need to keep track of the companies you have worked with, what you did for them, how you impacted them. All those things is going to make up your portfolio. Okay? Then part of what we have been talking about is your communication and professionalism. How you communicate is very, very, very important. How you communicate is very important. So it's something that you learn on the job. Okay? You can see number 8, that is gain experience. You can gain experience in different ways. It could be from volunteering, it could be from internship, it could be from freelance, it could be on just working on a real project, depending on what is available to you. But like I always say, in this beginning part of your journey, the money should not be what drives you. As long as you have gotten the required skill that you need, the job or the money will come naturally. You don't need to be so money conscious that you think you just like somebody sitting down from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. thinking about how much money they can make. But if you focus on your skill from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., honing your skills, making sure that you know what you're supposed to know, of course, jobs will come looking for you. And when the opportunity comes, you'll be able to deliver. Okay? So don't be so money conscious. Of course, the money will come, but know what you are supposed to know at this point. When I started my career, if I was so money conscious, I wouldn't be where I'm currently at now. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be where I'm currently at. Don't be so money conscious that you are not thinking of the experience or the skill. There are so many opportunities for you out there, and you need an organization to partner with, to work with, even while you are doing your freelancing job or whatever. You need an organization to work with. I told you the reason why. Can somebody tell me the reason why you need to work with an organization even while you are freelancing? Favor, can you tell me?
I believe you said it's good to have a stable work as a beginner. Find a company that can teach you, at least it will expose you to different how would I put it, experience. Unlike when you're freelancing just a particular period and just a time, you won't get the experience to learn from other people, even though freelancing might give you more time than remote work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are correct. Amanze, what about you? Can you tell me? I want to hear from everybody.
Okay, for the purpose of accountability, so, you need to be accountable. You have somebody that you report to, somebody that monitors your as a remote worker.
Okay,
I think
continue.
that's yes. I think okay, and also okay, if you have okay for support, so a sort of like if you need support or something like that, or collaboration,
Okay,
something like that.
well, yeah. Tunji, what about you?
The reason why we remain a work, I am
Yes, I can hear you.
it helps us to learn as a beginner.
Okay.
9 to 5.
Yeah, I got you.
So
I got you.
Take acceptance on what you want to do with it.
Okay.
Reciprocating and learn more from them.
Yes. So I said that if you are part of an organization, you are able to learn, learn from them. As a beginner, you cannot just be on your own practicing. You'll be able to learn more. You understand? If you belong somewhere. Okay? Even from the skill that you are learning from the organization. You will be able to practice that somewhere else. You can still use that skill and freelance. That's why it's not good to put money first. It's good to, if you are part of an organization, the opportunity that you learn from them is the skill that you will get from there, from other experts that are currently working in that organization. You can learn so much from them than when you are just on your own. As a beginner, you cannot just be on your own. Even as a professional, it's not good to be on your own, because you will not be able to know the trends. You will not be able to know what's up with new tools. There are some things that you need to know. When you are part of an organization, you are able to know those things on your own easily. It will just come like normal news. But if you're on your own, you will not be able to know. In fact, you will not even be aware that something is going on. You'll just be in the dark. It's just somebody that is still in 1960, but we're in 2026. The person does not even know that some people have started using phones. The person does not even know what is phone. Do you understand? Yeah. So that's why I said everybody needs to try and land a job, even if it's an internship job. Okay, land a job, so that while you are doing the remote job, when you get some of those skills, you are strong in those skills, you can start applying for freelancing jobs. If you get a remote job or an hybrid job, you will be able to freelance, because it's easier when you're already working with your laptop. You can also create time for doing another task or another job for another client at a convenient time. Are you following? So that is why it is very, very important. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So another thing, there's something I want to show you. So give me a moment. So, but this is the end of this particular slide. Do you have any question from what I explained so far?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
When you talked about that, when you're working with a client, usually the white clients, they don't want to hear about network issues. Yet. So in Nigeria, that when weather fluctuates, network fluctuates, how are we going to deal with it?
That's why I said, like me now, I'm using 5G. Okay, 5G router. So with that 5G router, you can imagine that since the beginning of this training, I've only experienced network issue only once. So if you are using a good network, the chances that you are going to have excuses, it will drop drastically. Of course, the clients know that you're not the one creating network. But if your excuses are too frequent, every day you have network problem, every day, they will get tired of you. But if maybe in a month you only have network challenge, maybe once or twice, they will know that, okay. Do you understand? But not every day you're having network challenge, every day. They will look for that freelancers that can invest in a good network, and they will run away from you. So that's why I was suggesting that by the time you start doing a remote job, you must invest in a good network. And I said MTN 5G is very good. It's okay. You cannot use regular 4G and be working remote job. You will not be effective. You will not be effective as you should. There's so much that you want to do, but network will limit you, and you will not be able to manage your time. A task you're supposed to do for 3 hours, you end up doing it for 8 hours because of bad network. So you must invest in a good internet by the time you land a job. And I'm sure that the job should be able to pay for that internet. Some companies, they give you allowance for the network that you're using. Why some from the salary they pay you should be, if your client is paying you in a month, you are earning a $1,000 or $2,000. Why can't you invest in a good network that you pay for, maybe even if it's 100K a month? Is it too much? When you are earning a $1,000, you cannot pay for internet of 100K. Do you understand?
I can.
So your job should be
Yeah.
able to fund it. That's just it. Should be able to fund it. So I hope that I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you, everybody. Do you have any other question? Hello?
Okay, I have another one. Can companies really accept people as volunteers and be interns?
Of course, they do accept.
Okay.
They do accept. They do accept. Don't worry, we're going to do some applications.
Okay.
Yeah.
To ask,
So,
is it can initiate like a schedule? Can you hear me?
yes, what did you say?
Hello, coach. I say, is it possible to maybe reschedule a meeting with a client? Is that acceptable? Maybe something came up and now like, okay, let's reschedule our meeting. Is it acceptable?
I would not advise you to want to, I will advise you to always be available for your clients.
Okay.
But even if you want to reschedule, maybe it's something that it's an emergency. You can notify them that you have an emergency, but it should not be something that is frequent. You understand? It should not be something that should be coming up often. Every month you are rescheduling your meetings. Do you understand? Please always try as much as possible to be available for your clients at any given time, so that they know that you are available. Very important. Most of these people, they want to be heard. They want somebody that is always there to listen to them. Okay, so do your best. Even if you are rescheduling your meeting, you should not exceed that day.
Okay.
But you must be polite about it and be nice, and just let them know what the reason why you are rescheduling. If it's an emergency or you need to, you just let them know. They will understand. They are human beings too. But give them a convenient time, and when that time comes, network should not be an excuse too. Do you understand?
Yes, coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you all so much for joining. I know it's not easy. It's not easy to be part of this training today because of network and everything. Okay, hope you all had a good time.
Yes, we did.
Did you learn something?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay, that's fine. So your assignment will be write a summary of what you learned today. Okay, the recording I will make the recording available. But in our next class, I'm going to teach you. I will teach the class how to do reporting. Okay, when you are working with an organization, you have to send a report every day. I'll teach you how to write a report. Is that fine?
Yes, coach. It's fine.
Yeah. Tunji, are you there?
Yes.
Hope you were able to grab something today.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. The recording will be available. Have a wonderful night's rest.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.